Hello, my beautiful fashionistas. You're welcome to Yvonne Winifred Yuji. This is the crop top that we're making today. It's an off-shoulder crop top with side sleeves. So these are the fabrics that we are using today. So this is how they look like. I have one that I'm going to consider as the front and the other as the back piece. So I'm folding them like this. Simply just like this. So you might be wondering how I got these measurements. So I considered 36 inches, which is the bust measurement, the largest measurement that I have for this top. So the front is 36 inches and the back is also 36 inches, but if your fabric is not enough, you can reduce that. You can work with like 30 for the front and also 30 for the back. Also you can even work like with 34. So on fold it should be about 18 inches, but I have an excess of about 2 inches like that. So this is it. So at the top here I have marked off about 1.5 inches for the elastic casing, and I've also marked the same even below here for the elastic casing. So now guys, as we know that when it comes to off shoulder, sometimes you take off about 4 inches or 5 or 6, but in this case I'm taking off 5 inches to achieve this off shoulder. So here I'll be folding in like this, half an inch and then 1 inch to where the marked line starts from. That is where the top will be starting from, simply like this at the top here. And I'll make sure that I have enough space for the elastic to glide through. So that is the reason for the 1.5 inches marked at the top there, and also down here the same. So putting my 5 inches that I'm taking off for the off shoulder from where the line starts from, I'll be coming down to about 16-inch mark. So that is the length that I'm considering for this top. So you can even consider 13 or 14 or 15 inches, the 15-inch mark, to consider where your length stops from. So altogether I have about 11 inches. After everything is sewn up, the top will be about 11 inches. So now guys, to start off the sewing, I'm going to put right sides together, my two pieces, and I'm going to join both of them by just a 1/4 inch. It is enough. A 1/4 inch is okay, since we are going to use elastic. We don't want any bulge inside there. So that is it, like that. So after the joining, this is what I have now. So it's kind of a rectangle, it's kind of a tube, and now I have this excess that I have to cut off. So check properly before you start sewing up the elastic casing, and consider your sides, all your sides equal. So that is gone, and now I'm just going to start sewing up the elastic casing. So from the wrong side, this is what I have. So I'm going to fold in this elastic casing. So first just half an inch and then the other 1 inch, like this. Or you can just fold in where the marked line is. So simply pin it for simplicity. Pinning eases the work. So half an inch first fold, then the 1 inch, like this. Where that line is where you fold, pin it down just to create the elastic casing. So I'm going to do that same process for this entire top. I'll be going on folding, then I'll run a straight stitch about a 1/4 inch away from the edge, and I'll remain with about 3/4 of an inch or more or less that is where I'll be passing the elastic. So I'm going to do the same even down here, as you see where the top ends. Repeat the same process, folding in the elastic casing or creating the elastic casing, and I'll be running a straight stitch all around. So before closing up that elastic casing, guys, let me first pin here. Before closing up that elastic casing, after that straight stitch, I'll be leaving about 1 inch or 2 inches where the safety pin will be passing with the elastic to glide through. So now this is it after all that sewing. So measuring this up, you're going to see that it is our 11 inches that we need, or from the 5-inch mark to the 16-inch mark where we stopped. So that is the length of the top. All done. So this is the opening that I left down, up here and down here. So I have my elastic casing, and I've just added or joined a safety pin that is going to help me as I glide through this elastic into all this piece. So at the top, I remember we are working with 36 inches, about 36 inches or 35, 34 there. That is the bust measurement. So what I considered is I just removed about 8-10 inches thereabout, and that is the length of the elastic that I used at the top. Then at the waistline, I just considered a waist measurement of about 28 inches, and I removed about 8 inches, and I used about 20 inches length as the elastic to go through there. So I'll push my safety pin that has the elastic like this as I pull the fabric all around this entire piece, on top and even also at the bottom here, and I will achieve this. So this is it after all that. So this is the top side. So measuring it up, it gives us about 18 inches on fold, which will give us about our 36 inches for the bust line or the bust measurement. So this opening, I'll just close it up like that by straight stitch just, and here it gives me about 28-26 inches. So this can fit a medium-sized person or even a small person. So I just tie my elastic like twice or thrice like this. That is if the elastic is small, and if not, or if that's not what I want to do, I just close it up by just using a zigzag stitch, or even just some straight stitches like repeatedly, so that it is tight very well. So now we're going to work on the sleeves. I have 2 pieces, 1 piece for each sleeve. So we are just going to repeat the same process that we've done when we were making the main top. So these 2 are on fold. So still I'll be starting from 5-inch mark to about 12 or 13-inch mark there. So the width I have on fold, I have about 12.5 inches. So after all the gathering, it will be about 7 inches. So you have to consider around your, is it the bicep, around your arm, where the top or where the sleeve will start from. You have to consider that measurement. So unfolded, each of the pieces is about 25 inches, but you can even use 20 inches, you can use 23, depending on how much fabric you have. So I will first join each of the fabric like right sides facing each other along the side seam, Then I'll create the elastic casing, pass the elastic just as we did before, and then join the sleeves onto the main top. So this is it after. This is one of the sleeves that I've created already. So simply it looks like this. So altogether the length is about 7 inches after all the stitching. So I've joined one of the sleeves already, and what I considered is I just go on where the side seam is and where the side seam for the sleeve also is, join the both together and just run a stitch just on top there where the elastic is. So I'm going to repeat even the same. Get where the side seam of the sleeve is, join it where the side seam of the main top is, like here, and then run a stitch here like there, making sure it is tied very well. So that is it, and after this is the top. So it is such a simple top that you can make any day, anywhere. So this is how it looks like. You can rock it in any way that you feel like, that you want it. You can rock it with a skirt or a jean, like in this video. This is a skirt. By the way, I have the tutorial for this skirt. It has a front zipper, a front slit. I will be linking it in the description box below if you want that tutorial of this skirt. It looks like that. It is a gathered skirt, and you can rock it also with some jeans depending on where you're going. So that is it for today, guys. Remember to subscribe and share this video, and also like it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.